Tonight, Week 11 gets underway with AFC East rivals doing battle here in Foxborough. Strap in. It's an NFL rivalry like few others. The Jets and the Patriots next on EA Sports. On the Jets sideline, there you see head coach Aaron Glenn. His guys, well, they're struggling at this point in the year. Just 2 wins over their last 7. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This NFL rivalry series has been a popular one, and it continues here. Jets and Patriots underway on a Thursday night. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the
CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up
The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 14 carries for an even 100 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. May now off the bootleg. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Patriots at 6-4 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, May. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Throwing here is May. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. On fourth down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that the something last week resolves itself this time around.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. A great matchup here in the Northeast. We know about the New York-Boston rivalries in other sports, and this one just as heated. It goes back all the way to the AFL days in the 60s. Plus, you might recall it was a Jets-Patriots game in 01. He introduced Tom Brady to the NFL world as he took over for an injured Drew Bledsoe. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Don't jump. Ready?
Now it's Fields. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting rough backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Robert Spillane. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Now Fields. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Christian Gonzalez in there to break that one up.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their 2nd possession. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of the season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, try to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw with May. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. To throw, it's May. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Now he's free at the 35. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. So 3 plays already 1st and goal. They are wasting a little time. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Patriots 3.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Well, the home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Pats at the line, ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. In motion right is Wilson. Fields. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
90 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Don't jump. Ready? Green 19. Right.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Right.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Patriots 3.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Here's May. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
4th down. Here's May. That is caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Play action. May. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Looking to throw. May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, May. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's May. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trevion Henderson, 27 yards. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now on to Borregales for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Jets.
That time a 9-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Anthony Jennings collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. A final shot before the break. Fields. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Don't jump. Ready?
Play action. It's Fields. Now a run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Milton Williams able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Second down.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Here's Fields. And that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently second in the NFL at this point of the season. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. May on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, 30 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead here this third quarter. The extra point now for Borregales. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New York ready to go again offensively. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second down and a yard. Here's Hall again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Out of the gun, Fields. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Option play. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. They scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Throwing here is May. Gets this complete to Butte. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
They'll throw with May. And his throw is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Great coverage there holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. The third quarter hasn't been so kind to him or them. They were winning at halftime, now down. Maybe he needs to get going, get this spark back.
It probably felt pretty easy in the first half. You know, not easy like they can do whatever they want, but they were locked in. Things were going well. Whatever changes were made by the defensive side, they're winning with them right now. As you said, they've got to find that spot, maybe make some changes themselves on offense.
Right now, they're clamping down on him in the run game. And the man complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Hall want to give up the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. From the shotgun, May with it. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
From the gun, it's May. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Henderson now on first and 10. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run once more with Henderson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And a short gain down to about the 33. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On play action, May. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
22 yards. That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's first and 10. Henderson running straight ahead. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On the handoff, Henderson. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with May. Touchdown, Patriots. Beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. On play action, Fields to the right side, complete to Taylor. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. I'm good.
In motion right, that's Wilson. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Fields. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Give to Hall running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
At the 38-yard line.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward to protect the ball. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 3rd and 3. To the air, May. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now Justin Fields and the Jets down 24-21, a minute 15 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Fields. This pass out wide to Hall.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Jets, first down.
Here's Fields. That's caught by Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down, New York.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Here comes second down at 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
and with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
To throw, it's May. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Going deep for Diggs. They got his man. Complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's May. Going deep for Diggs. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They're going to throw. May. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. Let's make it a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after them one more time.
Now Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 21-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. One final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for New England, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The playoff race is taking shape. I'm Scott Hanson. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 11. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Foxborough? The Patriots at home to take on the New York Jets. And it's the tight end, Hunter Henry. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Pats up their mark to 7-4 with this win. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is Patrick Mahomes. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Chiefs are getting hot. It's a 3rd straight win, and they take this one in style. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions. And this is Devontae Smith. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Eagles win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hanson in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.